武士道ルネサンスPartⅡの括弧3です。ここでは第11章国旗で所読した部分に該当する英語の原文を読みます。皆さんはこのままお聞きください。99ページです。読みます。Self-control, the discipline of fortitude, on the one hand, inculcating endurance without a ground, and the teaching of politeness on the other, requiring us not to mar the pleasure or serenity of another by expressions of our sorrow or pain, combine to engender a stoical turn of mind, and eventually to confirm it into a national trait of apparent stoicism. I say apparent stoicism because I don't believe that true stoicism can ever become the characteristic of a whole nation, and also because some of our national manners and customs may seem to a foreign observer hard-hearted. Yet we are really as susceptible to tender emotion as any race under the sky. I am inclined to think that in one sense we have to feel more than others. Yes, doubly more, since the very attempt to restrain natural promptings entails suffering. 100ページです。It was considered unmanly for a samurai to betray his emotions on his face. He shows no sign of joy or anger, was a phrase used in describing a great character. The most natural affections were kept under control. A father could embrace his son only at the expense of his dignity. A husband wouldn't kiss his wife, no, not in the presence of other people, whatever he might do in private. 102ページです。To give in so many articulate words one's inmost thoughts and feelings, notably the religious, is taken among us as an unmistakable sign that they are neither very profound nor very sincere. Only a pomegranate is he, so runs the popular saying, who, when he gapes his mouth, displays the contents of his heart. It is not altogether perverseness of Oriental minds that the instant our emotions are moved, we try to gird our lips in order to hide them. Speech is very often with us, as the Frenchman defines it, the art of concealing thought. Indeed, the Japanese have recourse to reciprocity whenever the frailties of human nature are put to severest test. 104ページです。Personally, I believe it was of a very excitability and sensitiveness which made it a necessity to recognize and enforce constant self-repression. But whatever may be the explanation, without taking into account long years of discipline and self-control, none can be correct. discipline and self-control can easily go too far. It can well oppress the genial current of the soul. It can force pliant natures into distortions and monstrosities. It can beget bigotry, breed hypocrisy, or hebetate affections. Be a virtue never so noble. It has its counterpart and counterfeit. We must recognize in each virtue its own positive excellence and follow its positive ideal. And the ideal of self-restraint is to keep the mind level, as their expression is, or to borrow a Greek term, attain the state of euthymia, which Democritus called the highest good. The acme and pitch of self-control is reached and best illustrated in the first of the two institutions which we shall now bring to view, namely, the institutions of suicide and lewdness. 今回はこれで武士道ルネサンスパート2の括弧1、括弧2、括弧3を終わります。次は武士道101シリーズの第3回目、武士道ルネサンスパート2、3の括弧1、括弧2、括弧3をお送りします。第12章、自殺及び復旧の制度です。楽しみにお待ちください。それでは皆さん、次回までごきげんよう。さようなら。